Hi everyone, my name's Anne Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to make a 6x6 square card using lots of goodies from Anna Griffin's French Floral collection. I'm starting off with a 6x6 inch square base. Everything that I use I'll put in the description box below. If you need any more information or you've got any comments or questions, please feel free to ask. I've already started and matted and layered a piece of the paper on the front. Now what I'm going to do is, because I know a lot of you like to see it, I'm going to add an insert to my card. I've already made it and I've matted and layered a piece of the French floral paper with a piece of ivory paper on top of it, and I've already stamped it and it says wishing you a very happy birthday. And this stamp is from the Anna Griffin Say It Anyway stamp collection. So I'm just going to pop this inside my card and then it's insert done and it's one thing checked off my box. So let's just peel the tape off, and I think I'm going to place it in, I think that way. I quite like the word birthday at the top. So I'm just going to try and make sure it's a little bit straight, and there we go. So that's my insert already done in my card, and as I say, I've already matted and layered a piece of the French floral paper on top. The next thing I've done is, using a craft knife, I've taken away the section, the crisscross section, from a piece of the coordinating paper, and I've cut it to size to fit my card, and I've already added 3D foam on the back of it. So I'm just going to peel off the back of the foam, so this will just take me a few seconds while I do that, because I want to create a little bit of a raised feeling with the panel that we've cut out. Now if you can't use a craft knife, or you're not confident enough, or you just don't like using it, you know, use scissors, use whatever you feel comfortable with. It's I think sometimes it's just practice with using it. I don't always use a craft knife, sometimes I do use scissors, but for this it was just a little bit easier for me to use the craft knife. So I'm just placing this layer on top of our matten layer at the back, so you can see how we've got that a little bit raised, not too much, just enough. The next thing I've done is, using the Garden Cuttings embossing folder, I've embossed 5 times a strip and used the die to cut out the shape as well. And then the 5th one I've made corners to create a frame, as it were, using the embossed sections. Now on the back of this I've added 3D foam, and there's quite a bit of it, so it might just take me a minute or two to take the back off it away. I did the corners using the technique that I've already done previously on YouTube, so you might want to look that up. Again, I'll put a link for that at the bottom, or even on screen now as you're watching. And then the embossing, I just followed the normal procedure. I die cut the shape first, and then I cut the shape, put the shape through the embossing folder, because it's always easier to cut the shape and then emboss, because you're not squashing what you've already embossed if you do it the other way around. Right, so that's all my foam pads off the back, and I'm literally just going to pop that on top of our previous layer, hoping that it could be semi-straight. And that, yep, that looks okay to me. So I'm going to press that down, and you can see how that's taking shape now. Just press that corner down. So next, what I've done I've made 2 rosette flowers with rosette roses in the middle, and I've also got a sentiment and a little bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the rosette flowers just on one side of our card using a little bit of wet glue, and I want them to overlap slightly, and then I'm going to add a little bit of foam pads, a foam pad on the back of my sentiment, and then that way it's nice and raised, and I'm going to literally just place it underneath that rosette and then hold the rosette down for a minute or two so that it starts to glue. And then the last thing that I've got is the little bow, which I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back of it, and that's going to sit just on our tag, and hopefully part of the ribbon's going to go, that's it, just underneath, and I'll hold it till it all starts to take with the glue. Don't forget, if you've got any questions or any comments, please feel free. You know, I get back to everybody normally within 24 hours, allow for the time difference because I'm in the UK, and I shall do my best to answer your queries. And that is just about nearly, it's taking shape, but that is our card finished, and I do hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you have, please feel free to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time.